Hi guys, it's Annabelle here on the ones and twos, threes and fours. So, I have this another carnival inspired makeup look for you guys. More on the cute side, nothing too grungy or anything of that sort. Yeah, so if you want to see how I create this bomb red ensemble cordon bleu, all you just got to do is, continue watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified when I drop bomb content just like this one. And you guys are going to be in for a treat because it's going to be a different format that I'm trying out and seeing how you guys like it. So without further ado, let's get in to the beat. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna continue the carnival festivities today. So my last live, because I did like special effects on live, I did a red half zombie, half glam, and I loved the glam so much that I want to recreate it in a more glamorous way. So we're gonna do that today, and obviously you're gonna see a little bit of snippet in the front how we got to the end of this whole tutorial. But yeah, hope you guys enjoying. Hope you guys having a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Didn't know what really I wanted to do. I did do a community post thing and nobody responded, so I didn't know what to do. But I really wanted to do this red look, so we're gonna do that. So it's gonna be more of like a beauty one today. Yeah, it's gonna be just more glam. So I'm gonna put in my contacts, I'm gonna get prep my eyelids, and we're gonna get right into this video today. Just wanted to check in with you guys and tell me if you guys want me to do like a skincare routine, because I've been trying to do skincare and be more anal about it, because when I don't have on makeup, I still want to look refined and just look good. So yeah, let me know. Okay, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna use my natural eyes. We're not gonna do any contacts today, because sometimes contacts can definitely elevate your look, just like lashes. But I want the girls with the natural eyes to like really know that you can still have popping makeup looks with your natural eye color and still be bomb as hell. So what I have here, as you can see, this is a little concoction. This is my nose, but I customize what's in here. So I have a couple concealers and a couple of foundations, and I mix that all up together to make my own Frankenstein color for my lids, and also like for my little highlight if I don't want to do too much. And I think I need to add a little bit more red into it, but this is what I have done. And if you know me, you know me very well, you know that I do a lot of concoctions, especially for my clients, because sometimes one product is not going to give you what you want. So I tend to, make my mixture or my blends as I go, and stuff like that. So that's one of the little tricks that I think with time you will get to know if you really about this life and you really want to do stuff. But the only thing with this one, because it's so of a mixture formula, you want it to like rest just for a little bit so it can get oxidized a little bit and also be more pigmented. So I'm just gonna leave it for a couple of seconds, blend it out, and then we can definitely start this tutorial. So one of the things that a lot of people I think don't know, that my nose, she is fat. She is very, very thick. Then we jumping in. You guys seen this palette? She has gone through some things, but I love the red in it, so I'm just gonna use the red and the burgundy as my transitional shade, and we're just gonna go straight into that, just like so. My nose is originally big. I know when I put on makeup and I contour and I do all of the things, it doesn't look like that, but I do have like a huge ass nose, which I learned to love the flaws, and it's not necessarily a flaw, it's just who I am, and it's a part of me, and I wouldn't change it for the world, honestly speaking. So I'm just gonna go in with the two color, and we're just gonna blend, and I like to take my color all the way up to my brow. Sometimes I don't do it with everyone because everybody doesn't have, you know, the space to do this with, but I like to take it that high. And we're gonna leave this space right here because we're gonna use a highlight later on just to highlight the brow bone. I love a brow bone highlight, I really do. We're only gonna do one eye, and then we're just gonna do the other eye off of camera so I don't bore you guys or anything of that sort. So we're just gonna go in and we're blending. Now this, I've been trying different ways to do these tutorials because I really want to build somewhat of a community, and I've been trying a lot of stuff. Some stuff works, some stuff doesn't work, but we're still gonna always show up and we're gonna try our best every time. You guys know I don't work at Sephora anymore, but this has been one of my staple palettes that I've used. I love this down to the ground. Now, for the contour, for the cut crease, we're gonna use, when I tell you, this concealer from Too Faced has been the goat. I've had this for literally probably 2 to 3 years, and I've used it down to the ground, and it still has product in there. So I would say that this is definitely, it's a little bit costly, but it works like a dream. It does. So it's worth your money, and a little bit goes a long way. So put that down just like that, and then we're gonna take the brush and we're going to fix and take our time. It's all about taking your time and creating that cut crease. Now I see a lot of girls these days taking wiping it away and then add concealer and all of that other stuff. I'm very old school where that is concerned. I just put it on top, let it dry, let it do what it needs to do. And go about my business. Now, if you want to like have a perfect cut crease, you can go in with like a Q-tip, clean it up with some micellar water, and then add your color. But I'm very old school. It works for me. It might not work for you, but it works for me and all of my clients. Never had a complaint yet when it comes on to my eyeshadow application. So if it doesn't broke, why fix it? You know? Obviously, you want to learn new techniques and you want to be, you know, the GOAT. But if you have a formula or a way that works really good for you, then why bother? We're gonna go into this champagne color right here, and we're gonna put it all over the lid. And I love using a champagne color. I really, 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 really do. And because of the concealer being a little bit wet, it's gonna take a little bit for the color to kind of show up, because it has to go down on the concealer and then it's gonna dry up the concealer a little bit, and then you put more product over it in order for it to set in place. And that's why I don't set my concealer with translucent powder, because I go in and set it with the color itself, basically. And we're gonna just tap that in, just like so, as you can see. So this one is way high. It's like really high. Not gonna even lie, it's super high. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come up here where the red is supposed to be and take that just a tad bit higher, because I cut this crease a little bit too high. Also, we're gonna take the red and we're gonna blend it all into that champagne color, just like so, just like that. Then we're gonna jump into another fluffy brush. Need a little one that's more angled, just like that. Jump into the black, and we're gonna position this black right here, right at the edge, and we're gonna stamp that in. If you guys notice, I like to stamp first, place it down. If I had my other eyes done, I would look at symmetry and see how it's looking, and then tap off the excess, and then we're going to circular motions, and we're gonna go in with circular motions, in, blending that all out. And trust me, you may think to yourself, oh, she's done this so fast and I make it look so easy. My love, I make it look so easy because I've been doing it for many years, and it's a lot of trial and error to get to where I'm at this present point. But I'm very confident in my blend and confident in my artistry, and I know how to pull back a look when it's gone too far. So I'm gonna jump into the other fluffy brush with the red, and we're gonna come up here and we're just gonna help that color blend. We're gonna put back some right in the middle here, just like that. So we're alternating between the black and the burgundy. And you see how beautiful the transition looks, and that's what you definitely want. We're gonna add some black liner, and then we're gonna add our lashes, and then we'll be right back, and I'm gonna do the other eye. What do you guys think? Like, and the beauty of this is you can use this with any color of your choice. You can get the same look. You can just change the red out to a brown. You can change the red out to a okay, so for my girlies, out here, I'm gonna come really, really close. For the girlies who don't know how to put on eyeliner, this is specifically for you. I've done it several times in the video, but I'm gonna do it again for my new subscribers. Liquid eyeliner. I like using a liquid eyeliner because I just like it. But I can use anyone. I can use a pencil. I can use anyone. And I follow the same thing. Now, if you have hooded eyes, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. But I will just tell you what works for me. And you can try it on yourself and see if it works. I'm going to start right at the middle. And if you notice, I'm just tapping the product right here. And I'm basically gauging the thickness. And that's how I build it up based on the thickness that I'm looking for. And that's how I start. Obviously, when I have black at the ends, I don't even worry about winging it sometimes. I just want to cover where the lashes goes. So I'm going to work in the front, little steps, and joining everything together. Just like that, little by little. Easy. Blend it straight into the black. We're gonna do it again real quickly. Middle. We're gonna take this time to gauge it and see if the thickness is the right thickness, if it blends with the other eye, perfect. Then we go for the inner corner. And we ever so gently join that together. And then we go straight into the black. Boom. Just like that. We're not gonna do a wing today because it doesn't make any sense because it's already black here. We don't need that. But that's how I do my wing liner. And I will demonstrate for you the wing part of it. So now that you have it down all the way there, I want to take it to an angle and I'm gonna do like that. Just like that. That first line you put down and then you want to go in and just fill it in. Just like that. Somewhat defeats the purpose because it's already black, so you're not going to necessarily see it that much. And that's all it takes. Boom, bam, bam, you're in and you're out. Just like that. I'm going to add my lashes. And then we're going to do complexion. And then we're going to come with the stones and be very creative with the stones. And then finish off with the lips. Okay, so I hope you guys are still with me. Rocking with me in the comment section. Let's get it. I don't care what nobody wants to tell you, but you see when you add a lash to a makeup look, it takes it to another level. Remember I told you this, and look how sweet this looks. So now I'm just going to fast forward. And we're gonna do our foundation very, very quickly. Complexion very, very quickly. And then we're gonna get back to blush. We're gonna use the same red for our blush. Burgundy red for our blush. And we're gonna add some stones and we're gonna do the damn thing, okay? So, hold up. Wait on me. We're cooking, but I know you're picking up what I'm putting down, okay? Trust me, bomb, bomb, bomb. So anybody that books with Lash Makeup, you guys know that you're getting your penny's worth, okay? All right, let's get into it. Wait, I'm just waiting for the people in the back. to get understand how lash changes coming 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029. Wet your hand and wait for me. Alright? Alright. You hear? Alright. Once you get it. So like little information. Who likes watermelon? Oh. This is some good watermelon. Some of you guys probably will call me old, but my poor teeth cannot take too much cold things. But I still around the cold stuff. But when I tell you this is so refreshing, this is so refreshing. Foundation look too. I did a little brightening under my eyes, concealer. Another pause for the cause. Now, people have this misconception that people who wear makeup are too full of themselves, or they can't live without makeup or anything like that. For me personally, I feel the most confident when I'm wearing makeup because of the time and the you know, just everything that goes into just, it's like a masterpiece for me. For me, it's like a calming moment. If I'm stressed out, it's the only thing that brings me joy. When I'm in special effects makeup, to be exact, I feel invisible and empowered at the same time, because people are not really looking at me for my imperfections or trying to find my imperfections. They're just looking at the artistry, and that's how I feel when I wear makeup. I remember one time this guy that I used to fool around with a couple years back, he looked at me, he was like, you know, regular you, I'll give you like a 6.5, but when you're all glammed up and you're ready to go, I'll give you like an 8. And at the time I was feeling kind of about it, but at the end of the day, sorry, this watermelon had me in a chokehold. I have another piece here that I'm gonna devour before I start doing the stones and whatever. What I was saying, before I lose my train of thought, I looked at it and I said to myself, if you're going to measure yourself and measure your self-worth based on what other people think, you will never amount to nothing. You'll never be anything. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself wholeheartedly, and I love myself wholeheartedly. Not another bitch in this world or man in this world can tell me that I'm not a 10 out of 10. And even when it's come down to the baddest bitch on this earth, and me and she stand up 10 toes in front of me, I'm still the baddest bitch. And that's just what it is at the end of the day. Have confidence in yourself and know that there's always room for improvement. There's always room for you to learn and grow and to develop in the woman that you know you can be, or the man that you can be. Because makeup is for everybody, you know. I look sickening right now. I'm not even done. But I look sickening and I'm loving it. Am I going anywhere? No. And that's sometimes it kind of irks me that I use so much products to make myself look so beautiful and then just not go anywhere, just making content. That's crazy to me. So if I was getting paid for this, I was like, okay, it's my 9 to 5. But I'm not. But one day I will. Food for thought. This is going to be a lot of food for thought in this tutorial, but it's like a new way of doing tutorial, and I'm going to see how it works. And if you guys like it, let me know down in the comment section below.